5A from the 2025 exam. Now, these are the questions that we're going to base the SAC 2 for Unit 3. So what are we doing for question 5? It'll be a melodic transcription. So you'll either need to transcribe the melody on a treble clef or by note names. Melodies will be, for the most part, following the major scale. Now, I say for the most part because last year in the VCAR exam, they used the major scale melody, but there was one note that was from outside of the scale. So we do have to be aware that they can use that. I actually wrote to them and said that they had made a mistake. They said that it was not a mistake, but I'm not sure I bought what they were saying. But anyway, be aware that they might use a non-diatonic, non-major scale note. So you will have to know your notes of C, G, D, F, and B flat major. That you can learn that via key signatures. You can learn that via the interval pattern, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, or 2-2-1, 2-2-2-1. So learning those from C, G, D, F, and B flat will get you the notes. Solfa will help you if you are practicing this regularly. We do some of this in class, but doing this in your day-to-day listening or music practice is best. So practicing solfa helps you identify what scale degree you're on. It helps you learn intervals, helps you learn melodies, helps you learn chord tones, all those things that make up melodies. Sono Field phone or Mac app is a great tool for training your ear in this way. So we've done a bit of this in class. I've encouraged everyone to get this on their phone. Toned ear, the link is here in this PowerPoint to practice melodic transcription. And here are some other ear training resources I've made available for you. Okay, so let's look at the VCAR exam. So they use the song from the start and they transposed it to the key of C. And they wrote out some of the melody and left some of it blank. So what I would recommend doing would have been to write in solfa on the page the melody under the notes. Okay, so I'll try and get up a Word doc. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So we're in the key of C, so it makes it pretty easy. So the first part is, it starts on mi. So we're going mi, la, mi. That's the first bar. Second bar just has, well, we won't put it in bars, we'll just put it there. So first phrase is mi, la, mi. And then the next phrase is mi, do, re. Mi, re, do, sorry. Mi, re, do, ti, re. Do, ti, la. That's the top line. Actually, I'll leave it all on the top line. We'll do it in lines. There you go. Then you have to basically do the whole second line. And then the last line is mi, re, do, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, re. Okay, so you've got to put in the middle bit. So when you're listening to the, maybe I won't do this, but because it'll probably copyright strike this video, which I don't want to have. But we might do it in class. So we'll try and sing this melody in class, or you can have a go at it right now. Actually, we can probably have a go at it. I'll play it on the piano, and then we shouldn't get it copyright strike, or though we might, we'll see. Anyway, so it's. That's the first line. So mi, la, mi, So that was the bit you had to transcribe. So that last note is this note that's out of the scale. In any case, and that's the last bit. So knowing the solfa and singing along in solfa, you're going to recognize some of those notes in the and hopefully you're going to try and get that pattern, and you're going to recognize some of the solfa, and the solfa will help you recognize which notes they are if you've written your solfa underneath. So you would write mi, la, mi, re, do, ti, la. So if you practice this, you'll get better at it. So doing this activity will help you do that. So on last year's exam, you had to try and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes, and it was out of 8 marks. So it's worth a good chunk of your overall score. So the second part of this question, which I don't know if I've done here. Yes, I did. I didn't put anything there, but it's the same. It's just about rhythmic feels. So these are in the study design, although bebop is, I'm not sure bebop is in the study design. But anyway, bebop is jazz, which is swing. So this one is swing. This one is also swing. Shuffle uses swing, and bebop uses swing. This song is a Latin. Hopefully you understand what I mean when I say a Latin. So a Latin uses straight eighth notes, i.e. So all the eighth notes are straight and all the 16th notes are straight. Whereas swing, shuffle and bebop, they are swung, i.e. the eighth notes go da 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 da. Okay, so we need to get familiar and recognize songs that use swing and eighth notes. I will give you more examples in class.